what you're saying is that we're very slow at playing these games.
What I'm saying is couch cushions.
Yes, you always explore the couch cushions, right, everybody? Hello, and welcome to the top of the stream. One of these days we'll have a nice, pithy intro down, but not today.
That was the cat going, I don't think so.
Yes, exactly. That was very much the cat going, I don't think so. How's everybody doing? I didn't prep this in advance, so the images may be a bit of a mess. I apologize, but I can fix that. Hold on. First of all, how cute do Alistair and Shogo look here? Excuse me. Adorable. Talk about them, because this was the first time you met in person, wasn't it?
Yes, indeed. I went to Adventure X over the weekend, which is a narrative design convention. And it was a really, really good time. It was exactly the type of convention I respond really well to, because it's short and it's focused. It's like 8 hours of programming on both days. The thing is, you can go watch that right now.
Yeah, it's on. They've released the whole day as a video recording for each day on YouTube.
With sign language, which is
with
really
sign language interpreters. Fantastic. Yep. and they were quite packed days. There were lots and lots of different talks going on.
And it was enormously useful. The least interesting thing I saw was good.
Yeah.
Like a good 3 or 4 of them were
blowing of the mind. But
good. Basically, Adventure X is built across 2 different axes. You have the talks and you have a bunch of games being exhibited. And that's where a lot of the other stuff comes in. I got to meet the Dark Side Detective guys. I got to meet Spooky Doorway.
Who also are doing the Seance of Blake Manor, which is probably what we're going to go on to stream after we finish Strange Antiquities.
And
can I show them?
Yeah, please do.
So the fan art for the convention was this combo image of a bunch of different characters, including the duck from Duckside Detective. And one of the things they handed out in the swag packs were stickers, and they're so adorable.
There were swag packs at the end of the day. I took more than one home.
Yes, exactly. We gave them good homes.
And it was so good. It was really focused and inclusive and welcoming and smart. And they made so many good choices. There were breaks built in. There was an overflow theater, which if you didn't want to sit with 500 people in a packed lecture theater because every fucking panel was standing room only, you could go there. It reminded me, and I know I bang on about this quite a lot, it reminded me of what conventions can be when they give a shit.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that to be entirely confrontational, but those of you who know us will know we
have a history of volunteering and being involved in organizing events, and we know how they can be really good, and we know some of the common pitfalls that can befall them, and this seems to really know what it's doing.
We have seen both the best and worst of the convention scene, and a lot of the shows we attend regularly are actually pretty good right now.
Yep.
This is the first Adventure X I went to, and it will be by no means the last.
And part of that was because you got to see people that
including Shogo.
So for folks who don't know, this is what's his last name? I'm getting
Shogo Miyakita.
Not Robbie, the other guy.
Remember the amiable Cockney car thief from Secret of St. Kilda?
I can't remember.
He looks like that now.
More importantly, Shogo. Okay, so when Alistair sent me this image, he sent me it with, hey, hanging out with Starscream. Because Shogo voices Starscream, the Decepticon, and the latest Transformers cartoon.
And he is so...
Georgie, that was it. Thank you so much, Darcy.
And he is so weirded out by that, and slightly scandalized that he hasn't got around to scoring a free figure of himself yet.
I know, but look at those smiles.
Look at this guy.
Okay, so allow me to set the scene. I am not attending Adventure X. I was there all weekend with Alistair, but I didn't have a ticket because it's a gaming convention and I'm not a game writer. So I was doing other Christmas shopping London-y things for the day. Then was it the second day or the first day? And then on the second day I went to a hair spa, thank you very much. And as I'm killing time on the South Bank at the Christmas market before my appointment, I'm inside this little tiny craft fair looking at cute little ceramic and crafty things. And I get this message from Alistair saying, are you sitting down? And I'm not sitting down, but I sort of wander outside towards where there is seating. And then he sends me this photograph And then I did promptly sit down, and then I promptly sent him a whole bunch of text messages about
Quite a lot of them were in block
chloroform
capitals.
and whether or not, yes, they all had block capital letters, and whether or not he had a large suitcase available, or if I should come and find him. Because, in which that is not Matt Wallace. That is Dave freaking Jones. That is Halthan's voice actor that was slumming it at Adventure X that Alistair got to take a photograph with. And I'm not jealous. No, I'm actually not, because I could not have kept my cool. I would just have not been cool about it.
Yeah, I walked past, and the line for the coffee shop was always kind of really long. I walked past, and the back of my brain went, the big dude in a hat and a mask. That was Dave Jones. That was Dave Jones from Baldur's Gate 3. Cool, he needs his coffee. And then I took 2 more steps and went, Marguerite would never forgive me. So I turned around, I went up to him and went, sir, I'm really sorry to bother you. And he said, kind of grinned away, that's fine, don't worry about it. I just say thank you. And I shook his hand and we chatted for a little bit. I thanked him for holding it down for big, softly spoken northern dudes everywhere. And we chatted for like 5 minutes. He was really fucking cool.
Very sweet. And he is as tall as Alistair is.
He's my build and possibly broader.
Wow.
Yes, he's a big dude. He's a legitimately big guy. I'll give you a moment.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I'm done now. I'm going to try and behave, but this is why I'm probably a good thing I wasn't there.
But it was a great weekend. You know, I got to see some really useful stuff. I got to talk to some folks. It was a weird cadence to it, where the first day I was in all the lectures all the time. And then the second day, most of the day I was talking to people, which was a really nice shift to realize had happened. And I played some incredible games. There was a thing which is coming out next year called Contact Protocol, which had the most beautiful theater I've ever seen on an exhibition stand, which was both is good. Both is good. You're working at a deep space comm relay, and you have to kind of identify ships coming in as a friend or foe with the aid of your partially cybernetic cat, Miss Jones. And they'd actually got old school keyboards
with like big red buttons
and a launch key and a big red button. If you decided you had to destroy the incoming ship, and a heat receipt printer that printed off how many people you'd killed.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You literally get the receipts for the ships you knocked out. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I played that. I played a thing called In the Jaws of the Hydra, which is actually complete and available for free now. Which is a thing where it's an adventure where you play an ex-teacher who shows up at a new job working for a company building a wind farm in Mexico. Most of it's an office simulator. And about halfway through, you realize that the company you're working for is lying to you, and there is nothing you can do about it.
It has very Red Valley vibes. And it sounds like to me.
Yeah, and the principal mechanic is most of the game is writing emails, and you just mash the keyboard, and the email writes itself. But it was a really well-written, well-realized exploration of corruption, of ethical and moral corruption. And I finished it, turned around, and the two guys who had published it said, "You're the first person to finish that." And I was like, yeah, I worked for him. Thank you. That was horrible and really cathartic. And I chatted to them and the Contact Protocol folks a little bit. I said, you know, obviously we're all here wearing a lot of hats. I'm a journalist, I'm a developer, I'm a voice actor. And what have you been in? I said, the Magnus Archives. And they both went, what?
Hi, I'm Peter Lucas.
I'm Peter Lucas. What?
Yeah. So you got to wear a lot of different hats for the weekend.
And I met up with one of my first ever editors. There's a guy called Anthony Johnston who was a comic creator for a long time, and then realized he liked food and paying his bills
stability.
On time.
Yeah.
If you saw Atomic Blonde, he wrote the graphic novel that adapted.
Oh, nice.
And it was really nice to catch up to him and chat and kind of check in after 20 years almost. The pair of us both kind of going, oh shit, we're still doing this. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
you know?
Very nice. But yeah, it was a very affirming weekend, and there was some good social stuff and some good networking, aka having honest conversations with people. And now we have this huge pile of like,
Of
please
promo golf.
play our game stuff that were like, oh, so many games to play, which is
best
delightful.
The best presented one was from the folks who did Heaven's Vault and
Inkle Studios.
Who very straight-facedly, I was walked over and told to buy that. That is Inkle Studios programming language and how to do it. Who very straight-facedly says, it's really weird. We found these unusual wiring diagrams in books that there's no record of being printed. We've wired the diagrams up and they work. Anyway, here you go. And they actually had red string connecting those postcards on the wall behind the stall while they were there. And that's their new game, TR49.
There's like a Cody sort of thing.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Hold on.
The opening speech was given by John Inkle, who runs Inkle. And it was how to build a story in a hurry. And 5 minutes in, he went, fundamentally, you need to ask yourself one of these two questions. Clicked a slide, popped up with a Vorlon and Morden from Babylon 5 with who are you and what do you want? 5 people laughed. He went, I knew 5 people would get that.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's time for a rewatch, isn't it? Yeah. Mr. Garibaldi. We have 6. Oh, we have 6. Anyway, move on. So, yeah, it was a good weekend.
Fun weekend.
Very fun. And now you're feeling inspired to do a million billion things after you've done a million billion follow-up emails, because that's what he's a nexus, you know lots of people and you say nice things about them.
I am in some ways the living embodiment of that line from Ocean's 13 about I know all the people you'd send after me and they like me better than you.
Yeah, it's disturbingly accurate every once in a while. But let's talk about what we're going to do tonight, because I think we are very close to finishing Strange Antiquities, and it would be cool if we could do that tonight. We should also talk a little bit about scheduling, because next week is December. How dare you? And Wednesday is Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, and we will not be streaming on either of those days because you won't be around, and neither will we. I probably have to work on Christmas Eve this year, but such is life. Which means after tonight, we only have 3 weeks of Wednesday night streams before we wrap up for the year. And if, as I anticipate, we will finish Strange Antiquities tonight, I think we're going to go on to Seance of Blake Manor.
Yeah.
Because we won't have the new Scarlet Hollow until, I want to say, February?
Yeah. Also, there's a bunch of demos of really good games I saw there.
Oh, we might do another demo session, yeah.
Especially if, as seems fairly likely, we don't quite hit the end of Strange Antiquities tonight.
If we only have like a week or two, we'll probably do a bunch more demos, which is a great idea.
Like Frida is Changing, I think, would be really good for the stream. That was one of the games I saw. It's a graphic adventure where you play a little girl investigating the apparent death of her sister, and it's got a really fun... It sounds awful, I know, but it's got a really fun kind of Beetlejuice aesthetic to it.
And then this one looks really good, too. The Tragedy at Deer Creek. This one's on console as well, isn't it?
So yes, it is.
I'm not sure if it's like Sunday morning fodder, because it looks a little dark.
Which reminds me, there is a game hitting PC shortly and console next year that might be very good for either one of our regular streams. It's called The Lost Caretaker. You are a robot who wakes up on a planet that has been successfully evacuated.
Oh, and you're going to clean it up?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds really good.
There is a thing about it that completely sold me, and I'll show you the article, which is the robots all have orange scarves, which are gifted to them by humans as a sign that they're friendly.
They're friend or foe indicators.
That's their friend or foe indicators.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, we will have to remember the Scarlet Hollow voices, but I don't think it'll be that bad. It'll be fine. Stop. No, I can hear you thinking about the creepy ones. I don't want to hear the creepy ones. Stop it with the weird breathing. Gooey.
Mucus.
Yuck. So, meme's going to enter humanity's collective consciousness. What meme?
Which trying to find our lost cat in the Alps.
I don't know what that.
I'm unfamiliar with the origin of that.
unfamiliar with. Wayne.
Everyone loves Wayne.
Yes, Wayne is gooey and weird. I don't know. I'm glad other people like Wayne, but I don't.
If you've touched him, he'd be sticky.
Yes, if you touched him, he'd be sticky. Yuck. No, thank you.
Is that your blood? Is it a problem if it isn't? Yes.
Yes, slightly.
Okay.
All right. So, shall we take our break a little early and get ready to play?
Yes, do it.
Because it would be cool if we do finish tonight. Then we can go on to demos and things like this. Or this is like more point and click and adventuring.
There is deduction. Yeah.
I want to do deduction-y things. That sounds good because Blueprints is probably the problem with Blueprints. That, from what I understand, is it has a roguelike mechanic, i.e., you do different runs through a building, which means you've got to have really good either memory or notes or play it in rapid fire.
One of the success criteria for it is getting every building, every room, and you have to do multiple playthroughs.
Yeah.
Also, terrible news, that's currently bundled with Blueprints on Steam.
Good. Well, then I can have it, and in my copious spare time when I'm in traction sometime in 30 years from now, I can play it when I can pay attention.
With your nose.
Play with my nose. Yeah, exactly. Couch cushions. Do love all the couch cushions. Right. So why don't everybody go get a drink of water and a snack or tend to any medications or pets, like little Twiglet here, who was very good. We just trimmed his back claws and he whined. He whined, but then we burritoed him, and then we rolled him on his side so I could get all the claws, and it
completely flummoxed him.
He was like,
"The fuck is this?
What is this?" But he forgave us very quickly, and he's been very fond of the fetch game. So we have a long corridor between our kitchen and the back door, and it's linoleum, right? It's vinyl flooring. And Twiglet loves to... I'm not going to call it fetch. He likes to run back and forth when we throw the stick. And sometimes he'll swat at it and get it down and chase it. And sometimes he'll bat it around. But he loves it when we're on opposite sides of this long space, throwing the stick back and forth. And he goes running back and forth. And he just had a long session of that and a snack. So I'm not surprised he zonked out. He may just be asleep for the rest of the stream. And that's okay.
Cool.
Anything else? Nah.
Still the Running Man. It's really fun.
Okay. I'm glad you had a good time.
That's a commercial, everybody.
That's a commercial, everybody. Yeah, exactly. Go get a snack and a drink, folks. Have a little stretch if you need one. See if you need to take any medication or anybody in your household needs in or out of a door. He does, in fact, butt drift around corners all the time. Or he'll overshoot and then go ass over tea kettle. It's hilarious.
He wipes out about once a day.
Yes, it's very fun. But he loves it, like to the point where then he'll come up and he'll give us a high five, which is you put your hand out and he'll bump up against it, and that's a cat high five as far as I can tell.
That was good hustle, muscle. Well done.
Yes, exactly. Then you've got to write the game/comic that involves that voice and that cat. Explain the whole lost cat and the Alps mean to Margaret. Okay, do that during the break, right? Well, you can put it in the chat for me. That sounds fine. And then we'll come back and we'll play Strange Antiquities. Yay! So it just seems to be somebody made a comment about it as an alternative narrative form for Disco Elysium, and as all things do, it was taken wildly out of proportion.
You know.
Yeah. I have no clickies. Hold on.
Technical term.
Yes, it's a very technical term. Please excuse me while I fix the clickies. Okay. Why you no clicky? There we go. Okay. Now clickies. Okay. As much as I've made the family favorite dinner roll recipe, I'm surprised I haven't memorized it. I can recite from memory my family's chocolate chip cookie recipe. It used to be one of those things where you would hold the cookbook up on its spine and let the pages drop, and it falls right open to that page, splattered through the ages as it is.
I'm almost there with focaccia.
Yeah. There's a couple things.
There's a couple. I'm almost there with focaccia. I'm getting there with snickerdoodles.
Yes. By all means, everybody who is preparing food for the coming food-based holiday, put us on in the background. That's totally fine.
Please.
Right, so a quick set of reminders. We are playing Strange Antiquities, which is the lovely spiritual sequel to Strange Horticulture by Bad Viking. There are some spooky content warnings. Content notes include death and dying and horror themes. We've been attacked once in the game and they kidnapped our cat.
Who's fine now? He's
fine now. We got him back. But if you need more detailed content notes, they're available at the link in the chat. We haven't been keeping a dramatis personae because the game does it for us, and we can. Next will be Strange Thrift Store. I want a museum, honestly, or a gallery. Paintings, I think.
I got one for you.
Art sculptures would be good.
Strange Patisserie.
But then you have to, eat the stuff. And
yeah.
That's not enough mechanics, I don't think. I think we need more... strange patisserie, not just a bakery, but like a pastry shop.
I'm sorry. Was I not French enough?
I'm sure we could think of it, but I love the idea of a bookstore but there's tons of books in this, or a museum or a gallery. I think, hats, a strange haberdashery, that would be fun. A clothier, like a modiste. Would be interesting. I have an idea. Hang on a second. Let's see if we can infer a little bit about what the next game in this series might be, presuming there's going to be another game in the series, by looking at the map.
I like that.
Wow, it's getting really crowded in here, isn't it? Oh, that's right. I found all these other things. And I moved some of them around because I was running out of space. Why is this here? Didn't I just identify this? I did, and I needed to put it away. Oh, you can go up here now. There we go. I will put away my books, and we'll clean up my things. I left things in such a state. Yes. You, sir, you sure were a trap, and I fell for it. Filed away you shall go. There we go. The Lending Library of Jürgen Leitner, of course. Okay, so let's take excuse me a second. Let's take a look at the map and see if we have any, hints. Strange Horticulture, Church, Hospital, Boatyard, Museum of History.
That's been a little bit of a plot point this time.
Let's go there. Have we gone there? Let's go to the Museum of History.
We've had a couple of things there, I thought. Museum of History has quiet grandeur.
That's right.
Lined with row upon row of trinkets and curiosities, it's not unlike Strange Antiquities in that regard. I doubt there's much use for me here. The curator ushers me away. Eli and I have an agreement. You're not to take anything from the museum.
So?
Touching your stuff.
I'm touching your stuff. The spoken word. What is that?
It's not the funky bookshop we went to last time. The theatre is in surprisingly good condition, given the rather ramshackle state of the rest of the town. I shake my head, remembering the time old Benjamin Marsh mistook a real sword for a prop one and accidentally stabbed a poor lady in the front row. Props and costumes have no use in my line of work.
Mm-hmm. Keystone Manor, Market Square, the Twinings. That's where we just went.
Yeah.
Town Hall, Blacksmith's Guild, the Convent, Undermere Station. Let's go to the train station.
Undermere Station is a quiet, unassuming stop. Today, its platform is empty, save for a few passengers waiting in silence. 2 trains a day are enough to keep things running out here. A far cry from the hustle and bustle of London.
Tell me about it. All right, so no.
I want one of them to be Thomasina Marsh from the excavation of Hobbs Barrow.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Blacksmith's Guild, the Pit, Mossy Wood, Tower, the Mary Bell. There's the library. Didn't we go to the library at some point? Let's go to the library.
Wordsworth Library is a quiet haven of books and knowledge. Its shelves well stocked and well kept. A place where time slows with every turn of a page. The librarian, Simone, sits at the desk, her focus fixed on her work as always. Found some old books that dig into the history of strange antiquities, she says without looking up. Very old, you know. I'll be sure to visit if I uncover anything useful.
And she has several times.
I kind of like the implication that the shop is just the latest thing put over whatever is in that location.
Right.
You know?
What is the eye?
It's a strange arrangement of rocks resembling the Stonehenge site, but on a much smaller scale. Arranged with purpose, though what that purpose was remains a mystery. Locals call it the eye. There's nothing else to see here.
Yeah, we have to go to the quarry as well. I mean, they could be filming a Doctor Who episode, you're right.
Quarry on the outskirts of Undermere is a relatively recent addition to the town. It was opened by a man named Thomas Pope just over a decade ago and has been in daily operation ever since, supplying limestone for use in construction across the county and beyond.
Okay. So, not a lot of hints about what might be next. Oh, now you return.
Something bad is about to happen. Ravens know it. My grandfather once taught me how to use a Cassandra to see the paths ahead, but I saw what it did to him, and I vowed to never touch one again after he died.
Until now?
Gnawing worry of what is coming for us all has become too much for me. You find it's a Cassandra.
Up now.
The eyes of a Cassandra focus the power of the mind, enabling those skilled enough to see the path or paths ahead. These items do not produce a mentic field as one might expect, but rather the more mysterious selenic. Care should always be taken with any object of prophecy. These are no different. Many have been seduced or driven mad by the paths shown to them that led to ruin.
We've got lots of arrow symbology, and hang on, I gotta grab my notes. Oh. Where is my field diagram? Here it is. A selenic field, right? Helix shape. Lots of tree symbology. Okay.
So what do we got that looks a bit like a tree?
Or arrows.
This isn't also a severed hand.
This is my list of unidentified stuff so far. I think much of this comes to mind. This is all stuff I've identified. Power of the mind. What is the gem of the mind? Nope, come on. Sunstone, containment, water, a dark stone. Earth, nature, anchor between body and mind. It does not produce a mentic field as might be expected. So it might have a kyanite. It might have a blue stone in it. Right. Or what are symbology related to the mind? About sight, isn't it? Foresight. So eye shapes would be what we would expect. Weather. Okay. Shapes. Arrow shapes. I don't think that's right. Because the stone's wrong.
Also, there's no real arrow or tree symbology
Right.
to it.
This is turquoise. That is a blue stone. What else do I have as far as objects are concerned at this point? The green.
You might look it up.
Focuses the powering of the head. Now, we looked up the symbols for this, and it was all like lightning or something, wasn't it? Earth and... feeling of disquiet. That doesn't sound right. Small green gemstones. No, green gemstone isn't what I'm looking for. It'll be blue, if there is one at all. Everything over here is identified. Nothing's really resonating. Well, let me see what I have here that has a selenic field that hasn't otherwise been identified. That's selenic. That is a very weak field as well. Nope. Selenic is the helix, isn't it? Nope. No. That's... double check all of this, just to be sure. Pretty sure I've identified all of this. That's symbology's wrong. That has no field. Another, yep.
So, the two you got down there, the front runners, yeah?
Yeah. That's also got a selenic field. And so did the Zia. These are the things that I have that have selenic fields.
Okay, what color gemstone are you looking for?
Like I said, I thought it would be blue, but all I have here is a malachite, which is green. Dark green, the fourth eye, a stone of sight.
That sounds plausible as hell.
This is a green gemstone in bronze with no other detailing. This is also bronze with green gemstones. Vibrates with energy. Does this strike me as a vibrates with energy kind of object? Not really.
I disagree. Energy, potential. We know that there's a long-term effect to using it. Perhaps it resonates with people in unpleasant ways. That puts that one near the top of the list for me.
I mean, we have no bad points, so we could give it a try. I'm just... neither one of these points towards this style of symbology. See? There's no, like, trees or arrows or anything.
Look at it from the top down. I'm in the tree. If you're looking at symbology, then that could very conceivably be two paths around something. Give it a shot.
It can't hurt to try it. Yeah, you were right. The item features 2 malachite gemstones, stones of sight or eyes, and it produces a selenic field. That's a pretty weak correlation, in my opinion, but... Okay, a weaving edge. Huh? A weaving edge is used to enter the Red Night, a bloodthirsty state of mind. Tradition dictates that the handle should be made from the wood of a great oak. Okay.
Good kitty.
Good kitty. She'll put the Cassander away. This is Azia. Don't know what this is. All right. Next. Thank you. Tidy oop. Pet the cat. So how many unidentified things do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
we have
16,
3
17,
days left.
18. We have 3 days left?
According to the timeline.
Then there's no way we're finishing tonight. Yay! Gilbert Ames.
There always seems to be something going on in Undermere. The sooner I get this sorted and be on my way, the better.
What are you trying to sort?
My uncle gave me a ring, and I've had nothing but bad fortune ever since.
Oh dear.
Starting to think it might be cursed.
He might be right.
Is there any way to, I don't know, uncurse it?
Let's see. Restricted process of the flesh. Showing sensation of burning from the inside. Poison the mind. Increasingly vivid nightmares. Two-tail glint to the... have a telltale blue tint to the eyes. Removes curses. Well, okay. Let's take a look.
This is removal thereof.
Right? Cuthak Purifier.
A small topaz gemstone known as the Eye is placed in a strong-smelling liquid, usually some potent barley spirit or vinegar. Small tokens, such as rings or amulets perhaps, submerged in the liquid and left for a full cycle of the moon, are cleansed of simple imbued curses or hexes. Of course, there is a limit to the effectiveness of this process, and we appear to have it already identified.
Yeah, so a Cuthak Purifier would probably work. For this one, reverses a specific curse. And this one reduces a specific curse. So yeah, we need the Cuthak Purifier. Okay. Magnifying glass. Or I've got one around here somewhere. Just be patient. You're not identified yet either. You have to go back over here. Cuthak Purifier. Here you go. That's what you need. The label bears a symbol for vinegar, and closer inspection reveals that there is a small object rattling inside. Good luck! Yeah, we haven't identified this sucker yet either.
On hell? Question.
Right? Lavinia Hawthorne. I've been researching ancient customs, particularly those relating to thaumaturgy, and I'm fascinated by the use of objects in ritual ceremonies. Sure you are. If you were able to get your hands on a gris, I would be very interested in studying it further. No Thanks, Goblin. Have a good time.
Have a good one, Goblin.
For the ritual of the broken path, a grist is heated slowly over flame. To have full effect, it must be held in an ungloved hand until the ritual is complete, no matter how hot it gets. The ritual should not be performed by those who have not studied the Wictic art. It is common to suffer burns, but when done correctly, it should not be painful. Why do you want one of those? Ritual of the broken path. Oh, yeah. This is the talon that drew blood. Path. I don't want to give you this. I don't trust you. Heated slowly over flame. It must be held in an ungloved. Held. So it's not worn. It's not a necklace.
It has become gripped.
The Wictic field. Field is the up and down squiggles. It's a very scientific term. Oh, you're Wictic, of course you freaking are. Who are you? So are you. But all right. Heated slowly over flame. Look, this one's burnt.
Yeah.
Soot. So this has been burned.
And I want to say a gris is a... I want to say I've heard of grises before, and a humanoid shape. Feels plausible.
I want to translate those symbols really quick. Something. Ice. Straight up triangle should be fire. Fire, ice. Paralysis? Well, that accounts to you have to hold it and not move. That's a stone version of Mr. Bob. I mean, kind of. I think it's this. Okay, lady. Yep. The item has soot on its lower half, which suggests it's been held over a flame, and it produces a Wictic field. Yep. Lumina.
A lunima, also called a moonpool, or heart of tranquility, harnesses the power of the elements to create an aura of unease. They can be used to keep people away from places where they are not welcome. There is a superstition amongst thaumaturges that says that a lunima should not be used when the moon is full. It is not known where this idea comes from.
Interesting.
Sus.
Yeah, I kind of don't like that I gave that object to somebody, but, you know.
Hi, can I have this thing that mutilates me in return for a dark bargain? No reason.
How about a nice, like, love potion? Or why don't you just pet the cat and kind of... There we go. I notice we're not being given many new objects right now, which is fine. Leopold.
There's been a basilisk sighting in the hills across the river from Backbarrow.
Oh, nice.
I wouldn't say I'm a brave man, but I have a duty to protect my livestock and my village. Better me than a younger man with his life ahead of him. Come to prepare my sword.
Okay, I know what you need. I remember reading something about basilisks. Right there. Okay. It needs a folium. A blade is drawn across the face of a folium 6 times during the ritual of the Hand of Prior. Dreyer huntsmen and those wanting to prove themselves perform this ritual before seeking out the basilisk, as a Folium blade is the only known way to pierce its thick armor. Blade is drawn across the face of a Folium. Ritual of the Hand of Prior. That's all they say is about it. So, something you with... Here, look. The marks on the hand.
Oh, good spot.
Crisscrossed grooves. Chills my blood to hold it. I think it might be this, because if you have to draw the sword across it, that would leave marks, right? Nothing else here looks like something you would have grooves on, and these are all necklaces. That's what I think this is. Ta-da! The grooves on the item suggest that a blade has been drawn across it, and it chills my blood to hold it, huh? Like a basilisk. Here we go. Good luck!
We didn't even get a book page that time.
Oh, wow. Well, he doesn't have anything to trade. He's in desperate circumstances, I think. Francesca returns. They've escaped! At first, my patients grew agitated when I used the Gaudian siren, but then I had a breakthrough. Vivian Cartwright woke up. She seemed lucid, calm even. I made a stupid mistake and I loosened her restraints. I don't know what happened, whether the siren stopped working or perhaps it had never worked and she simply tricked me. But almost immediately, she changed back and turned violent. Before I knew it, she had managed to free the others. We tried to stop them, but they fought their way out of the hospital. I have no idea where they've gone. Okay, so all of the people involved in this ritual are escaping. This is not good. And that's it? End of day. Oh gosh, that's kind of grim. All right, Jupiter, have we tidied up? Yeah. Anything here? No, we've already used this. Nothing in there.
And in the spooky box.
I wish there was like a thing where like you have to hide certain objects if people were coming in or something. That would be cool. All right, Jupiter. It's been a very busy day.
Almost imperceptibly, the casket began to absorb the crepuscular power.
Ooh.
It's a $15 word that had leached into the stone and the earth of its lightless tomb.
Another headstone. This is one of the headstones for sure.
Isn't that the clock?
Oh yeah, look!
That's the clock.
Okay. I know, I wish you could say, no, sorry, don't think I'm gonna share that with you. Just set the clock to that time. Here we go. Right.
What's the other symbol on the card?
It was just the tombstone.
And the compass.
Well, the compass means go to the map, right? So is there a... this shape? Hold on. Hold on. Go back. What is the moon symbol that we see in that position? It's a half moon. Light on the left.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
So it should be this. No worry. It's totally fine, Zalia. Thanks for joining us. Yep. The air is stifling in the darkness. The claustrophobia of the tunnels almost overwhelms me, but I press on. I remind myself that there are few who venture down here, which means the chance of an interesting find are higher. It doesn't take long. It doesn't take long for my search to bear fruit. Oh, I don't want it.
Put
No,
it back.
don't give me stabbies and skulls. That's not good.
We're not at home for Downton Stabby.
Made of oak and gold. Carved detailing. This is a Wiccan symbol. Here, I want to see that symbol again. Triply spirally sort of symbol. Hey, Jem!
Hey, Jem.
Not really. It's got the main spiral kind of symbol for rebirth. Well, is it rebirth? Yes. Did I just get a page about some kind of magic dagger? Well, I can look. It does hang up like a necklace. You go over there all by yourself. I don't like you.
Over here in the weapons section. There's nothing else in here. Exactly.
The Lunama. No. Not the Lunama. It in Spirit Eye. Breathing Edge. Yeah, there. Tradition dictates that the handle should be made from the wood of a great oak. Yeah, I think that's a weaving edge. A bloodthirsty state of mind. Well, it is a freaking dagger with a skull. So, there we go. Yeah, it'll stab you back alive, sure. Oh.
He is out, by the way.
Twigs?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, he's asleep. Yeah. Don't wake him up. And purring. Oh, purring in his sleep. What a good boy. All right. Back to cataloging horrors. There we go. Thank you, Ducky. Oh, I have to tidy up.
Tidy up.
That is.
Witherance was a terrible idea.
I could have told you that.
I've only gone and made things worse. But Eli was back. He'd know what to do. Some years ago now, a friend brought an item to me, a black casket, and I learned that it was a dark.
Yep.
Should have brought it to Eli right then and there. But I knew he would want to destroy it.
Like you should do with dark articles.
I'm a collector of things, and it seemed too important to allow it to be destroyed, but I see how naive that was now. This casket is far more dangerous than anything I have ever come across before. Now I've here day looking for it with their black eyes. Either I need to keep them out of the museum, or bring the casket here to Strange Antiquities and hide it in one of its secret places. Sucks to be you, my guy.
All right.
It doesn't belong in a museum.
So options are a Dread Vivant or a Lunama. We just looked at a Lunama, didn't we?
Yeah.
It creates a sense of unease and it keeps people away from places they're not welcome. It says that a Lunama should not be used when the moon is full. And a Dread Vivant is the only way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. It can siphon power away from oneself for a time. The power rising up off a Dread Vivant is subtle, but noticeably invigorating. These objects represent the balance of life and death, good and evil, of hope and despair.
I have a spoiler for you. Do you want him to die?
Look, whether or not to destroy a dark artifact depends on what story we are in. In a Johnny Sims story, do not destroy it. That just sets the dark thing free. That's pretty much exactly my concern. I don't want anybody to die, obviously. Because if... Okay, keep going.
If you want him to die, give him a Lunam.
Okay. Because it won't hold them off?
They just chase him down and kill him.
Okay.
If you want the tiny idiot man to live, give him the other thing.
Yeah. A Dread Vivant is the only way to handle some more dangerous artifacts. Okay, so now I gotta find a Dread Vivant. And I have very little clue about it. These objects represent the balance of life and death. All right, what are the symbols for life and death? That. That. An infinity and an omega. All right. These are a feeling of disquiet. Well, that's nice. These are elemental symbols. That's not going to help me. It does absolutely sound like something from Vampire the Masquerade.
Demeanor, Dread Vivant.
Causes me to reflect on my own mortality. Painted wood. I hear low chanting when I hold it to my ear. Yeah, that's no.
You're probably fine.
The only way to handle a dangerous artifact. Clay pot with the symbol for Earth on it. That doesn't help me. Let's see. That's a spirit. These are weather symbols. We looked them up. And it gives me goosebumps. That doesn't help. Siphon power away from oneself. The power rising up off a Dread Vivant is subtle, but noticeably invigorating. Okay. Unsettling. Feeling of disquiet. Strong sense of being watched. That's because of the should be invigorating. There's definitely something unusual about this item. I can't quite put my finger on it, though. Staring at the symbol makes my head swim. That's the symbol of paralysis. Mark. Mark. Reflect on my own mortality. Gives me goosebumps.
What other clues do we have for the Dread Vivant?
The only way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts, it can siphon power away from oneself for a time.
Okay.
The power rising up off a Dread Vivant is subtle but noticeably invigorating. These objects represent the balance of life and death, good and evil, of hope and despair.
My instinct is Flower Petal Skull because all the other sensations you have are very distinctive. They're unease, they're chanting. This feels weird.
No way of knowing like what kind of field it gives off or anything. Let's try a hint for this. I need to make a choice between Lunama and Dread Vivant. I should choose carefully my choice.
Not a hint, that's a statement.
Dread Vivant. I'm looking for something that shows representations of two opposing concepts. Life and death, for example.
Like a flower and a skull.
I can't tell if that low hum is coming from the item or my own imagination. It feels unusual. Not hot exactly, but energetic somehow. Okay. Life and death. Okay. Let's try it. Please be a Dread Vivant. Concept of balance is reflected in the design, the skull and the flower of death and life. Closer inspection reveals the power the item exudes.
Power of the dark side.
Light of Fortune.
Despite appearances, these Noctic items have no connection to the League of the Amphissian Heart. They are objects of considerable power that can turn darkness to light and fear to joy.
Ooh, I want one. All right, we know what you are now. And on that note, we're going to take our midstream break, everybody. It's been about an hour since the stream started. I'm just going to tidy up my desk. If you haven't had a wiggle or a stretch or a drink of water since you've joined us on the stream, yes, all of that includes you, then please get yourself a sip and all of that good stuff. We're going to take a stretch as well. And I am sleepy to go bed. And we'll be right back in a couple minutes. That is an excellent screen cap, Ducky. Well done. Very well done. He looks so innocent. All right. Posty, give us something nice.
It's an easy quiet in town today. Not many people out and about. I'm heading straight home as soon as I'm done with my deliveries. I have recently come into possession of a number of texts on the subject of arcane artifacts. You are welcome to them if they are of any use to you. If I do not hear from you, then I will donate them to the library across the street.
Library across the street, huh? Alright, here's the library.
Strange antiquities.
Wadsworth Library, 26. Library across the
I feel like
street.
across the street is doing some work there, but several of the scrolls look promising, but they are written in the Druidic script. My understanding is too rudimentary to make use of them. If Verona was around, I'm sure she could translate them. She isn't. I can't.
Oh, but what is the translation thingy? The Barbarella.
The Babelia.
Babelia.
But we found one of these already.
We do. It's right here. This can be used to aid with translation of foreign texts.
Nice. The effect of the Babelia makes my head spin and I close my eyes tight for a moment as my mind catches up. The pages swirl and blur in front of me, letters and words floating in and out of focus, and after a time, I find that I can read them. But it takes some effort and I feel drained as I reach the end.
Ooh. Water shadow.
It is alleged that the water's shadow can be used to pass through solid matter, but the art has long faded from memory. The items themselves are often uninteresting, producing only a faint memory. Perhaps as a result of going unused for so many years.
I saw an object we have that has a very weak field. Then what's this other something back? Let's look it up. Bloodbeck.
It was once thought that these objects could be used to commune with the dead, but it is now widely believed that such a thing is not possible. It is not known where the strange voices that emanate from a bloodbeck originate. There are some who believe they are the voices of the nameless gods. The
Hi.
medallion that you keep hearing voices in.
I think I know what you are. And also, I saw one of the objects had a very faint field. And what was that other thing we just got called?
Water's shadow.
Faint. Hold on a second. Let me attend to my filing. Yeah, see?
Almost
Pretty
nothing there.
weak. Compared to everything else, it's very weak. So you are a water's shadow, which is an association I probably wouldn't have made. All right, so you go on the I got a good guess pile. Guess that means you can come down here with everybody else now. Cleaned up? All right, I've cleaned up. Anna Bryant. With all that's been happening in Undermere, I picked the worst week possible to lose my Bridgic charm. Is that a euphemism, madam? This is the Denny's. I hope that you have one that I can replace it with. All right. Let's see. Frigic charb.
I think that's the...
Ta-da!
Yeah.
That one's real easy. The item resembles the symbol of the triple goddess. Yes. Argyle. A vessel of the earth. Hi, you're right here. Used in various Dradic rituals. Ooh! Wait. I want to...
Give in to your instinct. Go through every artifact you have and tag them with whatever rune or field symbol you need.
Look, it has all of them. Why am I discovering this functionality now? I mean, that would be a very fun thing to spend an hour doing, is just tagging everything. But I want to see what it looks like. I don't even know what that symbol is. Oh. Oh, I can put it in the description, see? Go away. Oh, go back. I want none. Oh, you only get to do one, it looks like. Interesting. Okay. The label. Icons. It's okay. It's too late in the game for that. Why don't you scoot over here and you will go up there. Or actually. There. Cool. Don't know what you are. Have a good guess what you are. Have a good guess what you are. Don't
Pretty sure you're haunted.
You can go over here. Yeah. All right. Excellent. Next. Where have you been? Your brother is worried silly.
I'm sorry, I did not intend to be away for so long. I trust the shop has not been too much trouble to look after in my absence. I have learned a lot from my time in Oxford.
That's what they all say.
There's a powerful dark article here in Undermere called the Naglian Castle.
Yes, I know! And now you're telling me my foolish half-wit of a brother has had it in his museum this whole time.
I know how to destroy it. It's not going to be easy. Whatever happens, it must not be opened. We will need to create a Pillar of Calaris. From what I gather, such a feat has not been attempted in over 500 years. I just hope there's enough time to prepare. I'm afraid I can't stay, but I'll be back as soon as I can. You going on a fucking coffee run?
Well, you had time on the train to leave me detailed instructions. Okay. A Pillar of Calaris is a powerful blast of energy that can consume the darkness. You can't consume the darkness.
I attack the darkness!
No, have you not watched Neverending Story? You cannot attack the darkness, you can only fill it. Anyway, in my opinion... Oh, that's the nothing. In my opinion, it is the safest way to destroy powerful dark articles. It can only be produced at a place of significant thaumic convergence. Okay. Strength and weakness... Light and darkness. Align the opposing powers at opposing compass points. With Corchin's light, the strong will be made weak and the dark will be made light. Okay. Corchin's light. Go back, please. What the heck is Corchin's light? Never heard of it. Index. Corchin. The ring describes Corchin. Corchin is a serpent goddess.
Oh,
Corchin's
beans.
light.
Some say they can hear Corchin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear.
Yeah. Corchin's light. So, this? Black gemstone. What do we know about this type of gemstone? It's like striated black and white.
Isn't it death? Isn't it just mostly death?
A stone of the night and of darkness. There are some who fear it, and some who are seduced by it. Okay. Powerful blast of energy that can consume the darkness. Place of significant thalamic conversions. Line the opposing powers at opposing compass points. Fortune's light. Ooh. We still have this piece of paper as well. The sacrament is a baptism ceremony in which one's life is pledged to the warrior god Holgard. It is performed by a blood priest within a stone circle. In spring, a charm of green growth, in summer, a pendant of the yellow sun, in autumn, an instrument of the red night, in winter, a totem of blue fire. I'm just going to file you away. I don't think we're going to actually use that.
I think you got the right artifact. It's just working out where to put it, right?
Yeah. A place of thaumic significance. Am I supposed to go to a place of thaumic significance? I mean, you got a freaking stone circle here. But nothing activates when I go there. I think this is a prepare yourself moment. Isabella Stowe. I've had my energy drained by some disturbing evil power. For days now I felt tired and frail, and then today I found something that horrified me. Beneath my bed I discovered a carved wooden effigy with a strange symbol painted on it. Does it look like that? I don't know who's done this to me, but all I want for now is to lift this feeling of weakness. Curses. Feelings of weakness. Process. Breathe normally, they're choking. Sensation of burning from inside out. Poison of the mind. Increasingly vivid nightmares. Telltale blue hint to the eyes. Speech becomes impossible. So it's not that kind of curse. Weakness. Okay. Nothing for weakness. Okay, well, hold on. This is an Ambra. That's let's look at if it's an Ambra. Items cause mental fog, a withering of intellect and thought. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eyes to turn black and the subject to become deeply disoriented. She didn't describe being disoriented. Felt tired and frail. Energy drain. Okay. So she needs some sort of like, well, wait a minute. What about a witherance?
Is there an opposite
It's
for
the
witherance?
inverse of a fortnance is sometimes used in more malicious. These can be crafted. Okay, so show me the fortnance then. Fortnance can enhance physical strength or restore strength that has been sapped, whether by exertion or hex. So she needs a fortnance because she's had a witherance put in her space, right?
Yeah.
So if this is a witherance, you need a fortnance. Excellent. The item bears the symbol of, well, I've identified it's a fortnance. Seems to be the correct thing to give her. Okay, cool.
Good job, Jupiter.
Good job, Jupiter. Susan, oh dear. I'm sure you would. See, she's got the marks as well.
Okay.
I would like a bloodbeck. The nameless ones are restless. I am ready to hear their voices.
Okay, let's
You're a member of this cult.
Let's just give her the death necklace.
You really? Really? Why? Okay. If you really want to talk to the dead lady, okay. The design of the item and the Vivianite gemstone suggests a connection to death. Reveals the whispers within.
Ochena.
These are used to call on the guile and wisdom of the goddess Korchen.
Snake goddess.
She's a goddess of the earth, creation, and rebirth. It is maintained by some that these are not objects of power, but they exude an imposing aura that is hard to explain.
Is this Korchen's light then?
Anna. I wonder if this is a Korchana. You've been identified. You get to go over here. Getting a little sparse, isn't it? No, she does not have a music festival. Let's look at the description again. Korchana. They exude an imposing aura that is hard to explain. Not sure, but we'll see. What else people are asking for? Keep an eye on the time for me.
Yeah, you got it.
Your brother was just here.
I went to move the casket, but it's gone. What do we do? I heard Eli is back in town, but he hasn't come to see me, and if he's not here, then I don't know where to find him. Oh God, what do we do?
That's it? He came here to tell me the cabinet's missing?
Shit.
You know what happened is his brother took it. Eli took it.
Eli nicked it. Now I finished it.
Well done, Kate B. Sit down. Have a drink of water. All right. We're progressing to the final day. I think we are going to finish tonight.
It festered and pulsated until it could no longer be contained. Some part of it reached out from the darkness, creating eyes so that it might find itself, and hands so that it might open itself. The basket wanted to be opened.
Creepy! You're going to have me draw a casket, aren't you?
That's
a stack of books.
It's the fucking shop, or it's the library.
I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. It's our shop. It's here. It's here in the shop.
Actually, no, it's not. I have a spoiler for you if you want it.
I'm going to find this. I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and arcane. I can click on strange. I mean, it could be the library. You want to go to Strange Antiquities?
You're in Strange Antiquities.
Right back where I started. Wait a minute. I lie below books and scrolls. The esoteric and arcane. Books and Whatever that is, it's still creepy. Below. I mean, these are books and scrolls on the arcane.
Is there a library on a second level somewhere?
Oh, maybe in the courtyard, kitchens, ballroom, conservatory, library? I am drawn to it. Entering the library, I am drawn to a dark alcove around to the right, bearing the title Esoterica and Arcana. I'm sure there's much to learn here, but sadly, a cursory glance is all I have time for today. Piled up on a reading desk, I find books on ornithology along bestiaries of the old world. You can learn a lot about a person from the books that they read.
It was on a level below the library.
Ooh.
Maybe it's literally, I lie below. It's on the first floor.
So this is on the first floor. So on the ground floor below the library, there's all this space. Here's the stairs and here's the stairs. Maybe any of these couple of rooms.
I feel like you're looking for something in one of those. Maybe it really is so literal that it's the block of 4 rooms under the word library.
Like down here?
Yeah, like one of those.
I see my time here. Fine. This doesn't seem right. There's nothing here. It's not these. Should not have come here.
So try the other 2 in the block of 4.
Like these 2? Yeah. Okay. Solve all the clue cards.
As I open the door, I am hit by the musty smell of damp. This room hasn't been opened for some time. The corner of the room is piled high with scrolls of parchment and old books, but underneath the debris, find something of interest. That's a plank. Plank with something bad in it.
What was the description about the library again and where the shelves were placed? Oh, the clue's gone now. Great. Okay. What are you? Turquoise gemstone, painted markings on a piece of driftwood. An iron spike through it. Remark. Nothing to remark. Blue gemstone. A stone of water, obviously. Oh, it wasn't. It just said a blue gemstone. It doesn't say what specific blue gemstone it is, but okay. Welcome to the party, you know. Oh, I haven't identified what that is yet, have I? Okay. Don't have a guess about what that is yet. We also haven't identified what Corchin's light is. We haven't been given any pages about it, have we?
Not yet.
Just the Corchana. Oh, Light of Corchin. Despite appearances, these Noctic items have no connection to the League of the Amphesian Heart. No connection to the League of the Amphesian Heart. So they're not snakes? They are objects of considerable power that can turn darkness to light and fear to joy. Noctic items. Okay. Hold on. Noctic. That's a spiral. Look at that. That is absolutely
spiral.
Noctic. What are you? You are Selenic. What else do I have that's Noctic right now? I'm just gonna do a little event. You're Noctic. Selenic. Okay. All right, good to know. All right, I think that's a Corchena. All right, what are we doing, Eli?
Butthead. The museum was ransacked last night. I'm looking for my brother, but he's nowhere to be
He
found.
was just here! You two keep meeting each other! This is becoming suspicious.
The good news is they didn't find what they were looking for. I moved the casket myself and hid it here in one of Strange Antiquities' vaults. God, you suck. Safe for now, but we can't leave it here long. I have more to prepare, but I've left instructions on how to access the vault in the desk drawer.
How did you leave instructions in my desk drawer? I've been here the whole time. A candle that gives off no light. An anchor that has never touched the ocean. A finger, but not of flesh.
We have the stone
Candle that
hand
gives
that
off-
sharpens the swords.
Yeah, here we go. A finger, but not of flesh. An anchor that has never touched
There's an
the
item
ocean.
called an anchor. I forget which one it is. Shadow anchor.
Protects against insanity and all its
Seems
forms.
useful under the circumstances.
Oh, no, that was a Stextrum. Shadow casting. Use field from the individual direction. Okay, shadow anchor. Now I go searching. Shadow anchor. Nope.
Witch's fingers instead of the volume.
Never technically identified this. But we have now. Okay.
Oh, beans.
That's all right.
Oh,
You
cool.
stay there. I'm not touching you. No, 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 no. I'm not touching you.
Mother, I'm here to
Oh,
provide supernatural
what
assistance.
a blip.
I consider the opinion you should pet me.
Okay. Thank you very much, Twiglet. Okay. Yep.
Cool. That's awful.
I know how. Not doing it. All right, everybody scoot over. Gotta make a little bit of room here. Why don't I put those three objects all together so that I'm ready to open it whenever I want? Okay. I can if I want to, but I don't wanna. Oh, he's always German. Twiglet will save it. Bad thing, touch it. No. No, not touching it, thanks. It's in there. I know how to get at it. It can stay there. Please bring the postie or some poor innocent person in need of something easy. Thank you. Thank you, David. Thank you.
The lakes turn black. As omens go, I'd say that's probably quite a bad one. The mail won't deliver itself.
You deserve a medal, my friend.
You're a good man, sir. Found this note in an old writing desk up at Leaston Castle. I expect it will mean more to you. Fear in autumn, rising in winter. Feels all too prescient as we hurtle towards winter and a terrible, unknowable fate.
Yes, but it's actually more literal. How do you have time to leave me a letter? What is happening?
God, you suck, Eli.
Fear, what is it? Fear in autumn. Okay. Fear. What's the symbol for fear? Mm-hmm. Here. Fear in autumn. Rising in winter.
I searched the room at the foot of the western tower quite thoroughly before finding a stash of papers. To my dismay, they are largely the scrawlings of a madman, but in amongst the nonsense, there is some very valuable information.
Wow!
A storm ward. These simple items supposedly grant a low level of protection against the elements, but this author has personally become soaked to the bone in one too many downpours to trust these claims. They're made from metal, typically bronze or iron.
And then there's something ends in NUS. It ends in NUS. Did it go away? We've got one more ad break coming here, folks. I was just gonna check for this new whatever I have. Manus. According to Whitlock, these are lighter than an evocant by half. Not exactly the most useful insight. They are carried by desert nomads who use them to conjure precious water from the cool night air. Okay. Fascinating. Probably of no practical use as we're about to be attacked by the thing in the casket. So I'm just going to leave that there for now.
Okay.
Let's do our last ad break and see what comes next. just an absolute wreck. Somebody has reminded me of the existence of Lex, the Canadian sci-fi TV show. Oh, good. Because now I've got the theme song stuck in my head again. All right, pet the cat. I think we're just about at endgame. Here we go. All right, Eli, can you and your brother be in the same place at the same time so we can deal with this, please? I'm not touching the creepy thing in your storage. What do you want?
I have discovered the missing piece of the puzzle. There's an ancient shrine to the nameless gods at the skull of Blencathra.
Okay.
It seems humanity tried worshipping them once, long ago, before we learned how little they care for us. We must take the casket there. Whatever happens, we must not allow it to be opened.
I understand. Okay.
This is officially endings. We can choose to go with him, or with Eli, or with someone else.
How do I choose?
You go back and hit the shop bell again. But it was flashing as he left.
Please stop doing that. Stop. I'm not going to open the damn casket. That's for sure. All right, Eli.
It's time to end this. Now. Bring the caskets to the pit.
But that's not what the other guy said.
No. 2 different endings. Barton wants to take it to the skull of Blencathra in the crypt to presumably wake up and control the ancient god.
No.
Eli, who is, and let's be fair to him here, a prick, I think actually wants to save the day.
I wish I could save the game and then just pick between it. But I can't.
Okay. Who are we going with?
Well, I don't know where this other place is that Barton mentioned. Save and go to bed. I mean, honestly, I'm tempted, but it would be kind of a rough stream if we started just with this. So I feel like...
The way I figure it, we got 2 options here. We can call it here. Leave it, come back next Wednesday, and know that we're going to finish this pretty quick, and then jump across to a couple of demos, or to post-game, because we know from what Endwich has said, we're going to have the opportunity to identify our currently unidentified artifacts.
Right.
And then step across to demos. Or we push for maybe 10 minutes past our usual shutdown tonight.
I like the idea of going to bed and sleeping on it.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Because then we'll know it'll be our last stream next
Classic
week.
cliffhanger vibes. I love it.
I know, but it's only, we got 9 minutes. We can do it. It's not bad. I mean, we just do this, right? We go get the terrible, haunted, horrible artifact. I don't want to touch it. I do want to examine it. All right, horrible, terrible thing. Blackened wood and gold. Got a rough texture. I have nothing to remark. Complex feeling comes over me. It is both horrifying and compelling. All right.
I say we take it
To the
Eli.
pit. Yeah, I think we're going to go to the pit.
Especially as Barton is pretty clearly the occult adventurer who has been searching for the box in the card interlude.
Yeah. And didn't do so good. So, to the pit.
Diddle-a-diddle-a-da. The sun is low in the sky as we arrive at the pit. casting a warm light across the treetops and the open fields.
And the key just changed on the music.
A solitary raven cries out from the tree line, and I look to the skies, but they are empty. Pit itself is a pit. It's a fucking pit, y'all. It's an ominous sight that the otherwise serene atmosphere can do nothing to diminish. It is a scorched black hole, perhaps 5 meters in diameter, that has an unnatural look to it. This is the site of thermic convergence. It is no simple thing to destroy an object of this kind. We need to set up opposing powers at opposing compass points, strength and weakness, light and darkness. Finally, we need the light of Corchin to bind them.
I hope you have that, because I don't. Oh, shit.
Okay.
Okay. I don't have the light of Corchin, do I?
Yes, you do.
I have the Corchenna thingy.
Which I think is also the light of Corchin.
This.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we need strength and weakness, light and darkness.
Strength and weakness says witherance and fortnance to me.
Yeah. Fortnance and witherance. Light and darkness.
Let's have fortnance and witherance in west-east.
Why?
Because... Spoiler, sweetie.
Why? There's nothing in the clues that say anything
all
about.
I'm saying is the thing I'm reading says put in west-east, but I back you on that.
Well, do you have a reason for that?
No.
Now I'm being contrary. All right, so what do I need that is light and darkness? Well, this is the candle. Hendrick's candle could be a sign of light. Well, hold on. Look under light. Light. I got a whole bunch of... Carrick's candle is one option. Great.
Light of Corchin, what's a sunbond?
Housing a gemstone of light. They carry warmth and light. The brightness can... Okay, let's take a look at what the sunbond is. It's so long ago since I've done some of these things. Sunbond. Okay, there's light, so now I need something from the darkness side of things.
Darkness.
Dark. A shadow hold. A sunbond is actually listed under darkness. Oh.
Interesting.
No, it's just the way it's indexed. A shadow hold. Okay. And I have a shadow hold. Find it. It's one of these boxes, isn't it? Shadow anchor. Where's the shadow hold? The music is becoming very choral. I'm appreciating it.
It can steer you on this last artifact if you would like to.
Shadow hold. Oh, come here. So this is what I'm proposing to do. Fortnance and Witherance, a Sunbond, and a Shadow hold.
Do we have something that is more directly symbolically related to night?
Tonight. I mean, we've got plenty of moon-related things.
Because the sun bond is directly the sun.
Right. All right, let's look at a shadow hold again. The container. It can be used to contain an Oshadic spirit manifestation known as Creeping Dark. So yeah, you're right. A shadow hold doesn't seem right. Okay. Yeah, something Noctic seems better.
Like that.
Like the Tenebrine
Like
Cloak?
the Tenebrine Cloak. Tenebrine is Latin for darkness.
Too many S's. Tenebrine Cloak. Creates a sphere of darkness. That's a good idea. All right. So, like, ready?
Yes, do it. Eli inspects my work. His face shows little emotion, but he seems satisfied. By now, the sun has finished setting and only a hint of red afterglow remains in the darkening sky. The raven croaks his mournful cry once again, but this time there is a reply, and then another, and then another. I look up to see several dark shapes circling above.
Uh-oh.
Quickly now, they're here. Spin round to follow Eli's gaze, and my pulse quickens as I look out across the field. A large group of shadowy figures is walking steadily towards us. I can't see their faces at this distance in the low light, but I would be willing to bet that every one of them has pools of midnight for eyes. In the sky above, the ravens continue to grow in number. Their caws and cries get louder. Murder! Oh, Willie. I look down at the black object in my hands. Such a small thing. And yet its seductive power is impossible to ignore. It wants to be opened. Suddenly it feels inevitable. Casket, now! But I'm not sure I want to give it to him. Oh shit!
Yes. You can give him a Wictic Accord?
Hold on a second, Eli. We're just going to look up the thing which we shouldn't give you, but we might give you anyway.
But still.
He's not a bad guy.
Wictic Accord.
Despite the name, these simple-looking items do not produce a Wictic feel.
Oh.
They cause a freezing effect on the body, earning them the nickname Medusa Stones. So we could just stun him.
You could just stun him and run off with the casket. I'm not going to stun
Like the
him.
Thermic equivalent of kick him in the balls and run.
I mean, I might replay this last. That's what we'll do next session.
We'll do the bad endings.
We'll
There
We'll replay the last day and do the bad endings. There we go. All right.
All right, asshole.
There you go.
The wave of intoxicating power washes over me, but I hold strong against it.
Paladin!
I hand over the casket, and together we begin activating the items arranged around the pit. Working as fast as we can, it still takes longer than we would like, and when I look up again, the thaumaturge has fear in his eyes. We're too late. The mob is upon us. One of them grabs Eli and tries to wrestle the casket from his hands. I rush across to help him, but it's no use. They are all around us. The man tears the casket free, and it clatters to the floor, skittering towards the edge of the pit before coming to rest on the precipice. A grey-haired woman stoops to pick it up, and I am surprised to find that I recognize her. It's Verona Green, the occult scholar. The mob cheers, but Verona turns towards me, and I am no longer afraid. Her eyes are ringed with darkness, but they are not black.
Because I helped her. Back from the dead.
She winks at me and throws the casket into the pit. At the same moment, Eli activates the Light of Caution.
Can I have it, please?
Time stands still, and then there is a rush and a roar as a swirling vortex of blue-green light races up out of the pit.
Whoa.
The casket is sent roaring up into the night sky, where it seems to hang for a moment, turning slowly in the air until, with a shrieking, splintering crash, it shatters into 1,000 pieces. And then there is nothing but smoke and the smell of ozone. All is quiet.
It has been a few weeks since the casket was destroyed, but I am still riding high on the elation and relief from that night. Everything seemed to come together right when it needed, and somehow we avoided a terrible catastrophe. Those who were under the casket's spell were released almost immediately. They remember nothing from their ordeal, but there seems to be no lingering ill effects, and Dr. Robertson says they have all made a full recovery. It is rare for Eli to express much emotion, but even he congratulated me on my strength and resolve in the face of such darkness. He too felt the allure of the casket and was worried that it would overwhelm me. He told me with a hint of pride that I would make a fine thaumaturge, and I'm sure he had a few sexist comments to make under his breath as well. Ending number 1.
A catastrophe avoided.
Catastrophe avoided. The casket has been destroyed, and Undermere is safe again.
Alive, 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 alive. Alive, alive, insane. Deceased.
Her thoughts are scattered after being sliced with a diverting hurt. Murdered by her own bloodthirsty followers when the casket was not opened. Ooh.
Insane.
Never recovered after falling deeper into the trance. His mind is forever broken.
Alive, alive, rescued.
Yes.
Speaking of.
Yes. Are you alive and rescued?
It pleases me that you rescued Jupiter, Master. Well done.
Yes. Good job. Okay. You gonna go sniff the biscuits now? No, you may not have them. Look at their symbols. See? Trees. I like how this kind of bounces back and forth so you can read them all a couple of times.
Button Potter, glad that everything turned out well, even if you did ignore his plan. That's because you're a prick, innit?
His plan would not have worked. That's my guess. I wonder if it would have. We'll try it next time. Yeah, see? That she's passed.
Audrey is the ending that you get if you give Audrey a Fortnite instead of a Witherance, which I think we gave her. I'm not sure you can save Jack Hungerford.
Bubba, stop chewing my water bottle straw. He's ashamed of the part he played. Buddy, you didn't know. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, we're starting to get the, excuse me, parents, it is time for bed. I'm here to cause chaos. She's glad that her patients recovered, but saddened by the one she could not save. He stayed at Castle Cleaston and weathered the storm. My cat is chewing on the water bottle, and I'm going to try to get a picture of it because it is kind of cute, even if it is not what he's supposed to be doing. Aww. What you doing, Bubba? It's bedtime. See what I mean? This is my life. That's my water bottle he's chewing on. That's the straw to my water bottle.
I'm improving it.
I'm going to have to go put it in the dishwasher.
Doesn't taste enough like me.
Oh, child.
I'm
all right, let's continue.
Service.
Yay, credits! Whee! I like that you can go through them quickly. Yay! Wigglet, please stop chewing on my water bottle. Please! Child! Amazing. Now what happens? Day 19.
That sounds like a fun thing to do next week.
Epilogue. That is absolutely what we're going to do next week. Okay. All right. Oh, my hair's gone bad. See, I'm going to put my water bottle down. He's going to go right back to chewing it. He's going to go right back to chewing it. Oh, good. Well, fantastic. We got the excellent... Come here. Come here. Come chew it. Come on.
No, it only tastes good when no one can see me.
It only tastes good when no one can see you chewing on it? I'll hold it right here and see if he does anything.
He looks so crestfallen, is it?
Damn it. He took my toy. 3, 2. It went right back to chewing on my. Well, if you're not gonna come to bed, I'm gonna chew on your water bottle. Okay, Bubby.
No.
All right. Okay. We should wrap up the stream so that I can save my poor water bottle. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. We'll pick up with the epilogue next week, and then maybe we'll go back and do Barton's plan and see what happens.
See how badly that
See
goes.
how badly that goes. That.
So, to the gentle sound of a cat masticating Starbucks era plastic, we bid you adieu.
Let's tell everybody where we're going to be next week.
You can next find us on Friday when the full lid will be talking about Adventure X, amongst other things.
Yep.
Then on Sunday, we will return to the frankly beautiful world of Sword of the Sea.
That's right.
And then next week, I think it's a normal... Is it a normal week? Have we scheduled all the way through?
I think so. I think it's a normal week next week. We'll find out. We're going to play some more of the epilogue, and then we'll probably make a start on the hunting or the seance of Blythe Manor.
Don't quote me, but I think it is one of those games where the demo just plugs directly into the full game. So he's now chewing the tea mug. We're going to say goodnight.
We're going to say
Thank
goodnight.
you so much for joining us, folks.
Any more damage, he's ready for us to go to bed, and he's going to make it our problem until we do.
I've been Alistair.
I've been Marguerite.
Twiglet's just been weird. We'll see you next time.
Have a good night, everybody. As soon as I find the button to push.
It's fine. It's fine. No one can see.